Alright, hello everyone, I'm Ratman Horatio, and it is now Monday, and we're going back to Elden Ring. Last time on Elden Ring, I was given the choice. An important choice. Alright, let's get the game launch frame drop out of the way. There it is. Alright, so during the last stream, we needed to decide whether we were going to embrace the frenzied flame or not. And I decided to put off choosing whether or not I was going to embrace the frenzied flame or not. And, that was a future problem for future me. I'm now future me, and I need to broach the subject, you know? Will I embrace the frenzied flame and do the chaosening, or will I adhere to the wishes of, Melina and not do that? Well, I found multiple notes leading me down here, and then Yura, who has been mind-controlled by Shabriri in the Zamor ruins, also instructed me to come down here and potentially embrace the flame. But after stopping and after thinking about it and sitting on the problem over the weekend and kicking the issue down the road as it is, I've decided not to.
Chosen to descend into the Sigordi.
Sorry, bud.
Is chaos incarnate. I cannot die.
Man, considering I destroyed your physical form, you really wanted to keep talking. Oh, hey, there's another bell tower thing. Right, so... Giant's Mountaintop Catacombs. Let's re-enter here. I don't remember whether or not I finished this place. I'll be able to find out quickly, though. Is there a really big metal door, and did I ever get through it? You know, I remember this place being really annoying because of all of the exploding jars. Alright, it seems I didn't actually manage to get this door open. I think I've gone through that way multiple times, but for now I think it's time to take the low road for the first time. Because I don't remember ever taking this path before. Sorry, I'm obligated to check walls every now and again. I assumed I'd be far enough away from that, but I was mistaken. I really wish those, the large guardian cat things actually, you know, did other moves than the slam. If you're unsure what I mean, I had a run-in with one of those up above as well, and it was one with a sword, and all it ever seemed to want to do was its slam attack. Well, I paid for my hubris, and I didn't grab my remaining runes, so they're all lost to time. Did not dodge in time, apparently. We're coming back to Elden RIng after the weekend, and we're immediately back on it. I would say you love to see it, but, no. Well, you might, I don't. How far... That is one hell of a blast radius. I assumed it would let me sprint out of it. I was mistaken. This enemy here exists for the sole purpose of forcing you to, attack it so the other thing aggroes. Well, not necessarily aggroes, but it wakes up. Oh, yeah, I see. It has a... It is survived by its hitbox. I dropped down because I expected, you know, the hitbox not to extend into the air. How do I know it extends into the air? My death animation was different. I don't know why I expected it to be ground-based. It's not, but hey. This game has wonky hitboxes. Oh, he got an extra turn. I assumed he was only going to spin, you know, once. No, he did an extra full rotation. With an identical wind-up animation. Fantastic. You love to see it. And by that, I mean the exact opposite. Oh, right. The frostbite gets left on the floor as a damaging creep. Why? Is it because I'm barefoot? You know, I I can't help but feel cheated. Oh, that's... no, no, I don't like it. Okay, at least that one seemed a bit more fair, but... Have I ever mentioned how much I hate the fact that enemies have attacks that really just don't line up with their weapons and are a fair few postal codes larger than what they appear to be? And I can't get a crumb of weapon range. Or iframes, apparently. Was there an update? Was there a patch? Is the actual hitbox on that way later than it physically appears to be, so I need to dodge way later? Oh, I couldn't recover in time. We're really getting back to Elden Ring super early. I had every advantage there. I just had to not do that. Yet here I am, having done that. Though it was the 2-spin one instead of the 1-spin one, so I think I would have gotten hit no matter... No matter what. Thank you, game. Very nice. Very great. I'm happy to have been a part of the Elden Ring beta. Full release is whenever the Howling Tree DLC comes out. If you're wondering, really, Ratman? Is that what you're going to do? Yes. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Come on, go ahead, do your floaty bullshit. He's too fat. You know, I'm gonna hit you with a solid good luck up there, champ. I'm not gonna pursue this any further. Ah, yes. It's Sarcastically, it's good to be back. I thought the other way was rough. This way is shit too. Alright, I got the information I needed. You might be wondering, seriously, Ratman? And the answer is yes. Can you not iframe through the frostbite? I assumed you could because, I don't know, it seems like something Soulsborne would do, but I guess not. That makes things a little bit more difficult. And by a little bit more difficult, I mean mildly more annoying. Joke's on you, it was all part of the plan. You might be wondering, really? And the answer is yes. I've apparently, over the short weekend of all of 2 days, forgotten how to fight those things. Also, why does that root have eyes in it? I'm just noticing now that root has eyes. And not in the traditional sense of, like, the eye of a tree or log, though it does have one, it would seem. It's just nightmarish. All of that for that? Oh, that very much wasn't worth it. That wasn't really worth it either. Oh, there's another one. You might be genuinely wondering, really? And the answer is yes. Hey, if it worked once, why not do it twice? It'd be really unfortunate if the boss was just two of these guys, you know. Well, actually, just this hallway. The dude with the staff and this dude with the sword, and it's just like, yep, that's the boss. They have slightly inflated health. Good luck. Also, as a testament to how much damage this trap does, that thing should be basically immune to ice and magic, and this thing is still doing more than 500 damage to it. So that's a little ridiculous. Is the chest trapped? No. Fire monk ashes in the frostbite tomb? I guess it has been repeatedly stated that the giants do things with the fires. So this place down here was a dead end with some spirit ashes, and that's about it. You know, I'm glad I got it out of the way at this point, instead of being thoroughly disappointed later on. Unfortunately, that means I have to go back above and deal with the statue without, you know. Now that rune loss isn't a problem. I probably should have left that up. In hindsight, whatever. Had I left it up, this actually would have been the faster option. My short-term memory really isn't good. It's shockingly bad. That one doesn't aggro until you enter his little room, because he has backup. Thank you, Lock-On. Thank you, Lock-On. Exhibit 67 of bullshit weapon attack, like weapon hitboxes. Sure, it clearly missed. But I stand by the statement of, had that been an enemy's attack, and that had been me, I would have been hit. I mean, there was one place down below I didn't check, but I really don't think they would. Because illusory walls are fun. They're far less annoying when they have nowhere to backpedal to. Send that up. Oh, it's got death below. Oh, right, we're getting to the jars. I remember what... Last time I was here, I died to an exploding pot through the wall. I'm really tired of my horizontal attacks passing cleanly over small enemies' heads. It is really, really annoying. Maybe next time I'm out in a... Yeah, next time I pick up some thin beast bones, I'm making some smoldering arrows. There's nothing that way other than exploding pots that will ambush me. Or that's the only thing in there, I don't remember. At this point, I don't care. This room full of poison spewers for whatever reason. Don't ask me, I don't know. We're going to casually walk past. I want to point out that we get to this part, and it's more than willing to just not give us any form of, like, checkpoint. We've gotten this far. If we die, we have to do all that running back again. But in the other place, in that other place down below, it's just like, oh yeah, here's a stake of Marika. I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, so I died down here to pot through wall. Drink that real quick and then head up this way. Avoid the trap. Alright, so I think that's the way I'm supposed to go. I think this one has a drop-down area. Yeah, there's an area down below with a large pot. And the area above has the cat thing that I find ultra annoying. We'll go down there soon-ish. I don't remember how I died down there, but I remember going down there once. Probably an explosive jar. I swear, I guess I just didn't see. It's gonna do the slam attack. No, it's not doing the slam attack. There's the slam attack. You know, it always bothered me that the sword enemy and the mage enemy had functionally identical slam attacks. There's nothing back here. Alright, I've kind of wasted my time. At least I didn't see anything of note, so just going to go ahead and ignore it. I remember killing it once. I think I died to its little sentries afterwards. This should open the big metal door. Thank you, game. I really wish that prompt would go away on its own. Okay, so this is the hallway we were in before. But where's the heavy metal door? It's above? I'd like to negotiate for the game to have mercy and have the boss not be two of those watchdog things. Because it is really just unpleasant to fight those things. Don't need the fall damage ring. I forgot that I left enemies up here because I couldn't be bothered to kill everything. There's some hindsight in this. Alright, boss fog. Big room. I want to quit right now. So, to make an incredibly long story short, I hate the ulcerated tree spirit. It is, in my opinion, the worst designed enemy in the entire game. Realistically, having an enemy that's freakish big and freakish fast can work. It's just only when you can fucking see it. Otherwise, it's not really fun to fight. Now, what do I mean? I mean, in order to fight the ulcerated tree spirit in melee, it basically just gets to become a screen-eating abomination. Also, there go the rooms. That elevator did not start moving until long after I pulled that lever. God, that's annoying. Just kill the enemies, that way there's no time crunch or pressure. Yeah, but there's no reason to. Like, they give less than 1,000 runes, and they're annoying to fight. In part because they outrange me. Also because of that, sometimes my attacks just don't. I hate this game sometimes. Oh, the stream's barely started, and old Ratty's getting tilted. In my defense, it's some hot bullshit. That is some hot garbage. I shouldn't repeatedly have attacks pass through enemies. Alright, health regen won't save me in this fight with this boss because I'm going to be one hit from death, allegedly, the entire time. The boss is so big that I repeatedly clipped into it there. I like my boss attacks to have a little bit more telegraphing. Just a bit, just a hair. I really dislike not being able to one-shot the imps. I also need to remember to send this elevator back up. Like, as far as enemies go, a lot of people refer to the Revenant as, like, the worst enemy. That is always a threat. I gotta say, the ulcerated tree spirit is it for me. At least with Revenants, after they get the ambush the first time, and... because, you know, that's fun, a hyper-fast enemy with incredibly powerful attacks that can teleport. And like, oh yeah, it just ambushes you and teleports in. If you don't already know it's there, it's going to get the drop on you. But, like, at least once I know where it is, I can properly clear out the area where it is, and then I can just two-shot it 9 out of 10 times. I got exceptionally greedy there because I expected it to stumble. I expected it to take the posture break. It did not, in fact, take the posture break. And the reason it didn't is because I forgot that whenever it transitions phases, goes from normal phase to on fire mode, it resets its posture. Do not ask me why, but it does. Are you shitting me? Can I get a crumb of that range these imps seem to have? What the fuck are these hitboxes? I'm using a fucking great club, not a rapier. It did it again! What do you mean it did it again? It is a vertical slam. Both weapons pass through his model. Is it my fault for expecting... What the fuck, game? It worked that time. Why does one of my swings just sometimes fucking miss? It's not like I'm using an extreme precision weapon like, I don't know, like the S-Stock or the rapier. No, I'm using a fucking large club and a brick hammer. I'm using great weapons here. What the fuck, game? I can't get a crumb of range. I can't get a crumb of weapon width. Fucking why? Who designed this? It wouldn't be nearly so bad if, like, half the time the problem is that I'm locked on. I shouldn't have trouble getting both weapons to hit when I'm locked on to the enemy. Why did that one get both weapon hits? I don't understand this game at all. Like, is that part of what happens during the ulcerated tree spirit fight where it's just like, alright, I just need to hit. Oh, it's only registering the hit from one of my weapons. Is that where the posture problems are coming in? Oh, I tried to dodge. I don't know why I bothered trying, like, even starting the spam. There's no surviving it. Not for me. I feel like whether or not I hit with one, both, or neither weapon is entirely not based on lock-on, where I swing, where I hit, but chance. You know, like old Morrowind. Like, ah, yes, I hit the enemy. Sorry, no you didn't. What do you mean? I'm stabbing him in the face. No, no you're not. You keep missing. I don't know why I'm trying to go for posture break here, because apparently it's physically impossible for me. But it's in my nature, it's just what I do. Man, I knew this. I should have known the boss was going to be super frustrating from the way the rest of the catacombs was. I just didn't expect it to be this bad. You know, I expected it to immediately go into that fire breath after its other combo. It didn't, which really befuddles me. I forgot. I made the cardinal mistake of forgetting that when enemies cast a spell, miracle, or any other such nonsense, it is at the very start of the animation. It's not the end. The frame they start casting their spell, their miracle, it gets off. It will cast. You cannot interrupt it. Despite interrupting the animation, it will not interrupt the spell. I walked right into my death because I assumed interrupting the animation would interrupt the spell. Once again, I think that's a reasonable thing to assume. I was, however, mistaken. That's not how this game works. You can't interrupt spells, you can't interrupt miracles, you can't interrupt the flowers, and you cannot interrupt the ulcerated tree spirit. Once it starts the cast, the very first frame is whenever it actually casts the spell. Not at the end of the animation, not at the end of the wind-up, that first frame. And it bothers the fuck out of me. I love it whenever he just moves into the wall and his entire hitbox is halfway out of bounds. And it's just like, I wondered what he's gonna do next. Well, that was the audio cue for the charge, but I didn't see any animation for it. Oh, wait, no, that the audio was enough. Great. I don't know why I'm bothering the physic. I barely have any runes. Alright, this is where it goes for the fire attack. Oh, would you look at that? It didn't get into the first frame of its spellcasting nonsense, so it didn't kill me. Oh, hey, a death root. I can give that to Grank, or whatever his name is. Can I stress how much I hate the ulcerated tree spirit and also the way the spellcasting mechanics of this game work? At least for enemies. Like, I know from my experience with the fake PvP of, what is it called? The fake PvP of the Great Jar Spirit. Great Jar Dude. That you can interrupt other players, NPC players. You cannot, however, interrupt the, just normal enemies. They will completely disregard your attack. Briars of Punishment. Wonderful. They will completely disregard your attack, your animations, and they will just not. And it bothers me immensely. That shouldn't be funny. Fun fact about the disregarding attacks, this guy's the same way. No. Good luck with your fire worshipping. I can use Torrent here. Yep, this is the intended way. Smolder... I was gonna say smoldering butterfly, but why? Why not? Alright, I think we're gonna hit the next Lost Grace, and then I'm gonna go buy a bunch of bones at Round Table Hold. Ah, good. We're starting early. Wait here for it to finish its nonsense. Another golem great bow we don't need. I would joke about power stancing it, but we are not, in fact, the marionette enemies from Rhea Lucaria or elsewhere. No, something feels off here. Is there a site of grace nearby? Looking for the golden tendrils. I don't see any golden tendrils. Oh, that's a tumbleweed. There's a beetle over there, but I don't know. I feel like there's a dragon or something nearby that's just going to come and ruin my day. Soft cotton. Why is there 6 things of soft cotton here? There's... It doesn't look like there's a cliffside path. Oh, I thought that would explode. No, it's mostly safe, calm. I don't like it, and it makes me suspicious. Does Melina have anything to say? No, she doesn't. Alright, we're going to take a quick stop back to the Round Table Hold, where we're going to buy a uncomfortable amount of bones. Assuming we can't upgrade anything. I don't think we can upgrade anything, so... We'll take a peek with that first, see if we can upgrade anything with Hugh. If yes, wonderful. If not, oh well.
I took you no matter. Lay out your arms then.
Nothing can be upgraded. Upgrades are getting very questionable. Oh, I see. A poison hammer has 111 poison buildup. That's very interesting.
Back already, no matter.
Do have some stuff that needs selling, like that bow we picked up. Oh yeah, your stuff. And Kaso, the man who calls himself Shabriri, crafted to imitate the woven straw hats worn in the land of reeds. The man once known as Yura kept a woman in the deepest reaches of his heart. I wonder if the description of this stuff is different if you killed him when he was just Yura. That dude is still missing. Does D have any new incantations? What? It was your dagger? Last episode, or the episode before that, we received a weather dagger from Fia to give to someone. She didn't say who. She didn't give us a description. She didn't tell us where. It's his?
Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger?
Breathing.
Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work, bringing this to me.
Okay, he still doesn't have anything. He still only has the 2 incantation, one of which is T-posing. I don't... We can also hand over the bell bearing while we're here. Nope. Okay, we can now purchase up to +6 smithing stones, but 7 and 8 must be found naturally or farmed. Am I really going to spend 61,000 on bones? Yes. But Horatio, that's almost a level. That's a colossal waste. I know. Oh, yeah, I can only store 600 of them. I have no flight feathers. Shatter shard arrow? Oh, these are distraction arrows, right. And these just make points of glowy for some reason. Alright, I can't justify the magic, the lightning, the holy. I can justify poison. I don't know if I could justify rot bone. But I can't justify the bloody arrows. You know what? Yeah. Good enough for me. I don't suppose sitting down will advance D in some way, shape, or form. Or if he's just gonna... Yep, he's gone. So, did he move somewhere else, or is he gone for good? The two fingers are still upset with me, and I don't particularly care. You know, I said I wasn't going to take on the Frenzied Flame, but there's still time to go back and grab it. The exact opposite of what happens in Halo. There's still time to stop the key from turning. There's still time to turn that key. There's still time to watch this world burn. And I am genuinely stuck deciding. Do I genuinely want to do it? Would I condemn this world to death? Would I judge them wanting? If any more fights like the Ulcerated Tree Spirit, and any more whiffed hitboxes like with the Imps, then yes, I will watch everyone die. Oh yeah, I should probably talk to Fia. Is that door always open? Oh hey, he came down with a case of Death Blight. I didn't mean to pick that up, but whatever.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well. Though
Okay.
I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Fia. deathbed companion. Hark, round table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted.
Who?
We who humbly live in death, live in waiting. To one day, welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise. The Lord of the many and the meek.
What? Yep, she's gone proper. He's very dead. That door doesn't move. Well, Godspeed, D. May you find whatever it was you were looking for elsewhere. I haven't been down here in a while. Has anything down here changed? Nope, still just potatoes. I wonder where what's-her-face went. Zarias and, you know, there's a lot of characters that I met that I just completely lost track of. Almost like this world is incredibly expansive.
Greetings, you here for spirit?
I lost track of Zarias in Mount Gelmir. I think I only met what's-her-face once. I forget her name. The fucking Gideon's daughter. The one priestess woman looking for Shabriri grapes is also missing. She's somewhere. Maybe I should upgrade that magic dagger. Helm depicting the entwined twins of gold and silver. The two known as D are inseparable twins. They are of two bodies and two minds, but one single soul. Not once do they stand together. Not one word do they speak to one another. Perhaps this armor longs to find its way to the other D. Well, if we ever find the other D, it will be interesting. In hindsight, the lowers FP consumed by skills would probably be helpful if I ever put it to use, you know? I put everything away, right? Yeah, probably. Let's grab our Erd Tree favor. Let's grab our health regen. Good enough. Put on our traveling attire once again. Now, back to the Mountain of Giants. We have an invasion to do over there. Looks like it's below, so that shouldn't be too bad, assuming the river isn't ultra deep and instantly kills us.
Do you hear me? It is I, Natena. We're almost there. Castle Sol lies just off to the north, where the other medallion is housed. It will grant passage to the land of the Halig Tree.
Okay, is that all, Lieutenant? Hey, Brock. that's melee. And it's going where I need to go. Could probably outrun it. And by probably, I mean totally, but... eh. That is quite some health on you, buddy. Oh, hey, this one didn't clip into the ground. How are we? We're doing okay. Keeping it together. Also, did my swing completely and cleanly pass through him there? More demi-humans. Oh, these bats are tanky. That's a problem. Golden Rune 11. I'm glad their AI bugged out and their pathing became wonky. I'm gonna go ahead and just let what's happening over there continue to happen. I'm not going to interfere with it. I don't know what's going on up there, but I hear magic being cast. Traveling Maidenhood. You know... No, I'm not gonna say it. How are you today, Brock? I received your invite and I responded to it, I think. That or I typed out the message and left it in draft for some reason. You're doing okay, that's good to hear. Ah, good. I think the demi-humans have evolved invisibility, and I can't see them anymore. I just wish I couldn't hear them anymore. So where's Juno? Oh, there's Juno. Kind of blood. That was a dumb idea. Those whips have some range. Sorry, I didn't think those whips would be able to reach out and touch me so effectively. I wonder if they're still impossible to parry. Back in the day of Dark Souls 1, you couldn't parry a whip, and that was their main, like, defining trait. They were really bad at everything, but you couldn't parry them. Excuse me, what? It has a lingering fucking hitbox? Why? Alright. The time for fun and games has passed. I cast my classic spell, Enemy Deletus. Why is his lock-on more aggressive than mine? This will take a moment. I barely have any runes, so it's barely worth picking up, but why not? I require additional stamina. Also, out of all the fake PvP to start struggling on after so long, the dude power stancing whips is a weird one. Oh, those do piercing damage. Why do they have piercing damage? I think they have piercing damage. Don't know. Realistically, they could have any type of damage. I am incredibly squishy. I mean, this was a bad matchup for me from the start because, you know, NPCs in a Souls game have so much health. Alright, so the jumpy strategy isn't working because his hits come out instantly from the first frame of his attacks. Which has me beat because I actually have to swing my weapon and hit with it. At least that's what it looks like. So how am I going to get around this? So this isn't working anymore. Could go for that. We'll run the classic strategy. I don't have enough health to survive attacks, so let's just give myself more health. Ah, the classic strategy worked. I didn't need to get better, I just needed more health. So, we did that for the Volcano Manor. But, Pedal Whip and Hoslow's set. So, hold on, I need to sate my curiosity. Metal Whip formed from the razor-sharp chain-link blades that have the appearance of flower petals. No, they don't. This work of art is handed down through the generations of illustrious House Hoslow. High dexterity is required to wield this weapon, but excels at inflicting devastating blood loss. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. I mean, yeah, it does require the dex. And then the Hoslow set, and I don't really care about it. You know, I wonder if there's anyone out there with, in the Elden RIng community. Those whips have weird hitboxes. As in, they hit forward and to the sides. I wonder if anyone's ever got a double hit with them. They've hit it with the forward hitbox, and then again with the returning hitbox. Alright, I can Spirit Spring up. And I guess there's going to be a... There might be a site of grace nearby. If there isn't, there isn't, but... After that, I need to head back to Volcano Manor, talk to the estranged crazy woman, and see if she has anything to say. Greetings, traveler.
Is someone there? Accustomed well.
My brother in Christ, you're in the... Of all the places to set up, why here? The Vagabond Knight set. Is that too many? Ah, Turi, hello. I mean, if I ever actually get hit with something that does frostbite, it'll just kill me, so this isn't really worth it. Might as well, you know. And I'll just pocket the rest of my runes. How are you today, Turi? I would say it's been a minute, but it really hasn't. I spoke to you last night. There was a merchant down that way. Oh, you're back from the dentist. How'd the surgery go, or were you doing, like, what's it called? Were they just staring at your gums, talking about what they were planning on doing? Final follow-up for the last surgery. Everything looks perfect. On to the next one in a few weeks. Well, may your recovery be swift. I know last time it was a little... like, everything was fine, it was just... what's it called? Your dentist is a little... off. Great at what he does? Yes. But, there are some things that could be done better. Oh, fuck it, I can't be bothered to deal with flying enemies. It sucked for you, not as much pain as you expected, but the process sucks. Your real dentist has absolutely zero bedside manner. I mean... for how important dentistry is, irregardless of where you are or where you're from, why are there so many shit dentists? That's not boss fog. Held shut by a seal.
I've been waiting ever so long.
Oh!
Forever and ever, it seems.
I...
Dear sister, you're finally here. No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
What? On one hand, I'm really glad I was able to put two and two together almost instantly. On the other hand... what? Okay. Dark in here. Primal glintstone blade. It's magic stuff! Spells consume less FP, but maximum HP is reduced. Great! If I were a mage, that would be useful. Possibly. Actually, it probably wouldn't. I'm already made out of papier-mâché. If my health got any lower, a strong breeze would kill me. I see, however... oh, yes, however, I'm not a mage. Magic does nothing for me. You know, sometimes the platforming in this game is horrendous and I hate it. Other times I do stuff like this and it's absolutely fine and I have no problems with it whatsoever. And sometimes it eats my jump inputs. I have no control over it. My input seems like, well, workplace input. I can talk and suggest as much as I want. Doesn't mean it'll listen. We're gonna go across this bridge and, Oh, there's a mariner. Normally it gives me a little bit more warning for the Tibia Mariners. Thank you, Lock-On. Was there a Tibia Mariner? I don't know. Last time I saw one of those, it was because there was a mariner around tooting his horn and summoning skeletons. Ito, can I borrow some of your skeleton? No. You know, after that one golem that was just standing across a narrow bridge with very poor cover... No, actually, the cover wasn't that bad. I made it across without ever getting hit. It's just... I keep expecting there to be more golems. Oh, there's a... Oh, there's a castle over there. Also one of those mausoleums. So is that Fulgur Bloom, or is there a lightning enemy over here? And I'm about to find out. Okay, it's Fulgur. I think I'm here at the wrong time of day for this wandering mausoleum. Which is fine. There's always another time. Oh no, this works. You know, I didn't think I'd be spending part of this stream cleaning a giant's feet. Oh no, not another one. I hate those things. Those chimera-looking creatures. The way they jump around and hop around. Full disclosure, I've forgotten what these mausoleums are for. They exist to do something, and I can't remember what. Oh, I can give a boss soul to one of these mausoleums. To what end? I'm gonna not do that since I don't know what it does. I can't remember what it does. Sorry, the tutorial for it was like 40 hours ago. Horn is sleeping on the job again. Alright, it looks like I can creep around the edge of the castle. Maybe there'll be, I don't know, a secret way in, or an item. Or an archer to instantly kill me as I peek my head around one of these corners. You know, the usual. Oh, there's a graveyard over there. It is time for corpse robbing. I stopped at the... Yeah, I did. The Site of Grace down below. Or... back west. Alright, so what's defending this graveyard? These things are rarely just unattended. Is this one just unattended? You know, as I've gotten further north, I start running into less and less of those skulls that have the low-tier runes in them. Alright, time to die repeatedly to this chimera-looking thing, and, yeah. At least this thing has the decency to dodge projectiles, so I'm vaguely vindicated in it. Castle Soul. This is where the other half of the Halleck Tree medallion is. Let's not say we didn't. Oh, there's two of them. You know, the old saying, if it sucks, just leave. Hit the bricks, you can run. You know, the cats were really upset, and they just instantly de-aggroed the moment I left their viable combat area, and it's just like, oh, wait, that's, we can't ninja flip up there, so, no. What's wrong, Lion-O? I was gonna say can't get past the cavalry trap, but apparently he can just walk through. What purpose do those serve? Like, were those not made, like, predominantly to stop cavalry charges? And I guess what would be large quadrupedal beasts? The hawks breathe fire now. In addition to having swords on their legs. Why? I mean, technically they're falcons, but you get the point. Alright, it was worth a shot. They breathe ice now. What a fascinating prospect. Let's not say we didn't. Please give me my runes back. You know, despite that falcon flying, it can't actually fly. It needs to obey the rules of staircases. See what I mean? Their staircase appears and it needs to obey. It's stuck. Can I just smack you through the floor? Yes, yes I can. I'll take this as an absolute win. Because I don't care, because I hate those enemies. They're incredibly fast and incredibly annoying. Wolfie! And we've got the slow health regen. You know, I should really be more careful in case there are additional falcons. There's a painting in there. Alright, I should be more careful in case there are more falcons because they are some hot garbage. And I struggle to fight them. Also because they're fast and have small hitboxes. They don't have much health, but... So is this just the Beast Fortress? Is it just filled with animals? Gave runes. Really? Okay, that's a bit of a wall, so can't seem to actually get over it. Hi-ho for weapon arc. So, you know, a question I haven't asked is, they redid the way you two-hand weapons. In order to facilitate this new system where you have to hold the button and press a trigger. Why? Nice cod piece. Like, you know, like, you have to press Y and one of the shoulder buttons. What was wrong with the old way of just holding Y or tapping Y? I guess Y is being used for interact now, but... I don't know. It seems weird to me. Hey. Open up. Oh wait, this isn't Dark Souls 2. Alright, we're gonna touch Grace. What? Why have this door here? O great sun, frigid son of souls, surrender yourself to the eclipse, grant life to the soulless bones. To thee or these? To the soulless bones. Eclipse Shodel. You know, that... I feel like this is going to be another one of those gimmick weapons. Storied sword and treasure of Castle Soul that depicts an eclipsed sun drained of color. One of the legendary armaments. Ah, it is. It's a legendary armament. In Soul, the sight of an eclipse inspired a dreadful awe, preventing an onlooker from averting their eyes. Death Flare. Set the lusterless sun ablaze with the Prince of Death's flames, inflicting the death ailment upon foes. What is the death ailment? Death isn't an ailment. Someone doesn't recover from the ailment of death. Follow up with an additional input to bring down the armament, triggering an explosion. I have questions. Like, is it just Death Blight, but they've chosen to omit the Blight part? A person who has died is ailing, in a manner of speaking. I mean, that's semantics, and you know it. Okay, so those are warped albinurics. I mean, I did have to drag an albinuric woman all the way up here from the south, so... Almost literally, mind you. Can I convince you to drop down so you can just die? There were... Oh, right, they teleport. I was just like, there were two of them? No, there were two of them, it's just... I'm an idiot. Damn, he was eager. Alright, I'll have to keep an eye out for these albinurics in the future so I can shoot them before they scream and summon enemies. You've become everything you hate. I mean... I could make an incredibly niche joke, but I'm not going to. Oh, hey look, boss fog. So, there's Stake of Marika around here, or am I gonna have to make that run every single time? I'm gonna have to make that run every single time. Alrighty then. Alright, these guys are squishier. That is not at all what I expected to happen there. What happened to his leg? What? Like, I should be used to this by now. The Crucible Knights grew tails as part of a spell, but... He already has a halberd. Why make it some weird leg animation? No, no, I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna do the salty run back and run past all of these enemies in order to, yeah. That is entirely a you problem. Halberd's got range. Come on, do your shield charge. I know you want to. Very good. Very good. Unfortunately. Okay, he's gonna spin. Don't understand that move. I'm obligated to make the joke of, does this man have a shinobi prosthetic? You know, it might be in my best interest to just leave him alive so he doesn't start the tornado bullshit. You know, normally whenever a boss does a slam attack, that is the safe moment to get in there. I'm glad he missed, and then he didn't. I grew incredibly complacent from repeatedly dodging the one shot and just surviving by the skin of my teeth. And that's my fault. That's my problem. All right. So we could just rely on the Crimson Amber Medallion to give us enough health to hopefully survive. We could grab the Ritual Sword Talisman. We could go into boss mode. Yeah, sure. He seems like he's got enough openings to make it so jump attacks will work. And if I'm lucky, this will be enough to one-shot his backup dancers. I am running a medium roll with this, so that's something I need to keep in mind. Now, the big difference between medium roll and light roll is light roll has faster recovery and also greater roll range. And Shieldy Boy's got some range on him. Come on. Come on. I need you to lunge at me. Lunge at me, Shieldy Boy. Alright, he's gonna spin and power up. Got killed by the AoE. It's just the vague AoE that time. I kind of deserve it, but at the same time. Alright, so I think what I need to do is play around letting him keep at least one of his phantoms. Because whenever he loses both, he powers up, and it becomes less feasible to win. I forgot that, that these enemies teleport around to close distance. They don't have to just run after you. So I grew complacent enough to swing once, and I died for it. Elden Ring. You are forever unchanging. You know, the other way I could go about this, I could broach the proverbial subject of this boss fight, is if I equipped the Crimson Amber medallion, put on my armor again, and I just took it slow. But look, let's be honest, I'm not gonna do that. Wrong item. Right item. So awkward. I think part of the problem is I'm, in heavy quotes, scared to get hit. Which I guess is kind of a good thing. I have very little health, and my survivability is non-existent. Actually, if I'm in medium load anyways, I might as well put the armor back on. Because if I'm in medium load anyways, having the extra armor will actually protect me from some of the damage, and I might actually survive slightly more frequently. We take a few steps away from the door before buffing in order to ensure that we don't get stabbed in the back. Oh, he just outright missed, but that has enough AoE to kill me. Great. Alright, so that was my best run. I just need to be way more aggressive. Alright. Well, there's one more thing I can think of. So in my, my chest, the problem with using it is I don't know how it works. Enhances final hit of chain attacks. Does this count for my chain attack? Does it scale weirdly off of the, off of something else? I don't know. I'm gonna need to find a way to test that later. Or I can, you know, just look it up on my phone. Google it like, oh, does chain attack scale with the number of hits previously done? Or does it scale, is it just flat damage on that final hit? How do statistics work? I couldn't get a jump off for some reason. I don't know if I got hit, but it wasn't doing, what is it, poise properly. Or if I just have that little stamina. I'm not sure. Also, what's my strength at? 97. Ooh-wee. I don't... No, okay, we're good. That man's got some reach on him. Call him Noble 6, he's got reach. Can you do your charge attack so I can kill you instantly? Please? There we go. Alright, we're not getting into it this time. Go ahead and let him do his thing. He's gonna do a jumping attack. You fucking what? How big is the AoE on that? Is it the entire fucking arena? What do you mean? Do I need to jump over it? Is that a perilous attack like in Sekiro? I didn't bother trying to dodge or anything because I thought I was far enough away, because it's just like, oh, that's not gonna hit me. I was wrong. Alright, if I could summon, now, if I summoned the wolves, this would become a very, very easy fight, easy encounter. Because the wolves could distract the knight, the surviving knight. Alright, he teleported far more aggressively this time. I've changed nothing, but the game has reacted differently. At least I got the first sip of the physic in, so I got to keep my runes. Though I don't know why I care. Oh, he just leaves on his own. A hair late. Just a hair late. Alright. So what? Bring him down to kneeling. No, alright, so I think I know exactly how I'm going to run this. Moving forward, that is. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the twin swordsman. I'm going to hit the sword and shield dude once. I'm then going to do what I did with that and set it up so that he's ready to be one-shot, the shield dude. Oh, he goes into tier 2 instantly upon losing, like, I guess between a quarter and a third of his health. Also, he can cancel his phase change? Or is that just a move he can do outside of that? What? Also, how did the knight survive? Does the rallying cry thing he does give the, give those knights extra defense? Because I haven't noticed until now. I love the lock-on whenever it's just like, alright, you're locked onto the target. Alright, I've launched an attack. You didn't turn. You're locked on, but that doesn't mean your attacks are locked on. Why would you assume the lock-on mechanic works in the same way it has previously? Why would you expect it to work the same way it has earlier in the run? Why would you rely on the lock-on mechanics as a lock-on mechanic? What's wrong with you? Why do you want functioning systems? Alright, this is gonna reset his poise. No, it's not. I forgot that one of those swings in his buffing animation is actually an attack. I also kept trying to jump an attack, but it was just doing normal attacks, which I guess is fine. No, it's not like I'm kind of need those because they do even more posture damage than my other attacks. It's fine. It's fine. I guess part of the problem is it's like, oh, you shouldn't spam if you don't want your inputs to be confused. Well, I feel like I'd be happier if I didn't feel the need to spam. Because I don't trust the game to actually read my inputs properly. Why does he get an extra little bump hit there? I don't know if I would have been able to posture break him if I had, what is it? Been able to posture break him if he hadn't gotten that little bump, but it feels weird. Do each of those circular swings hit potentially twice? I guess this is the problem of going full, like, I'm going to either posture break the enemy and get all my damage in, or I'm going to die. Hear me out. That wasn't my fault. It ate my jump input there very, very clearly. I hate how he can miss so clearly, but it has so much AoE that it kills me anyways. I almost got him that time, in heavy quotes, but... God, that is annoying. Like, I need to get in the mindset of, even if I know he's going to miss, I'm going to need to dodge. Which is gaslighting. Like, oh, he didn't hit you. You're still dead, but... yeah. Did I get clearly hit twice there, or was the hitbox on his stab super delayed? I don't know, because I felt like I was out of the way of the stab by the time I died and took the damage. All of this could be solved if I could just summon the wolves. The wolves would distract the knights, and I could just focus the commander myself. But no. Strange arbitrary limitations. Oh, that has way more range than I thought it did. Also, what is he saying? Glory something something? I wish you could help in literally any way. Learn the source code of Elden Ring and mod the game to fix it. I know modders already fixed the netcode, which is apparently absolute dog ass. I wouldn't know. I don't play online. In part because I have to disable the anti-piracy, the easy anti-cheats in order to get like 10 frames, so. Hello, Twin Sword Knight. Let's not and say we didn't. You heard nothing good about the netcode. I heard nothing about the netcode. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Alright, what I'm waiting for is him to do the buffing animation, where I will then attack him and hopefully kill his knight friend. Come on, I'm far away and your buddy isn't... Yep. Oh, that wasn't the buffing animation. He was doing a... I assumed he was entering the buff state. He was not, in fact, entering the buff state. He was doing the AoE attack. You know, I could go back to round table hold. Spend my runes, or I could just stop caring about my runes. And I could change my physic out to get rid of the sacrificial twig. And if I did that, I'd be able to use the increased stamina, which would make this a lot easier. Alright, he's gonna buff his friend in a second here. What? Hold on a second, that has a wind-up. You don't get to just use that instantly on get-up. What do you mean? Hold on, that has a huge-ass wind-up? He doesn't just get to instantly animation cancel his get-up animation to use that. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute, that's not fair. Is it because I knocked him out of it? Like, is that like the same thing with the magic where he only has to charge up and then that's a secret. That's like a grenade that's cooking in your coat pocket. No one else knows it's cooking, but you do. So the moment it's ready and you're in position, it's just, it goes off. There's no warning, no countermeasure. It's just, welcome to the damage. Oh, come on! That's not fair! Like, now that I know he does it, it's still just, that is some bullshit. What? If I get hit out of an animation, it gets canceled and I have to start it all over again. If they get hit out of an animation, it picks up right where they left off. That's some hot garbage. That is horrible game design. At least it's consistent and repeatable. But man, do I hate that. Alright, he's gonna go into phase 2 now. This is bad for me. Alright, he's gonna do the jumping attack. The timing on it's weird, and because he just floats for a second. Oh, alright, he just moves when he does that now. Great. Fuck. All right, we're going to take a quick trip back to Round Table Hold. I need a pinch more stamina. And I'm tired of just having to... Why? Look at Sights of Grace. I just need a pinch more stamina. I think I can get him. I could level up. I in theory could get one more point of strength. Maybe level up endurance because I'm having stamina issues, but... No, why did I come here? I need to go to the Bone Merchant. Actually, I could pick up some smithing stones. That might be a better choice. Granted, it makes no difference. I can't buy smithing stones I need. Well, I guess I could... Oh yeah, D's bell bearing. D's bearing? Let's buy some tier 6s. I don't think I needed tier 6 for my large club, but we'll find out in a moment here.
Well, I took you no matter it's like
Hello, Hugh. Would you mind please strengthening club? Alright, so that needs 7 and this needs 8. Alright. I can't upgrade the bow. I'm not gonna upgrade the bow again here. Because I need to upgrade the heavy large club to 21. Maybe it's time I did something different with my Ash of War. What Ashes of War do I have that would benefit me? It also gives me an opportunity to sort my chest. Wild Strikes does really good damage, but it doesn't do posture. Food worn by traveling maidens. Maidens traverse the lands between for different reasons. Some to seek audience with the fingers, others to find the tarnished who they were destined to guide. The visor's broken and can no longer be lowered. The twin-tailed silver helm decorated with a flowery adornment, symbol of the head of the revered house of Hoslow. Juno Hoslow had a younger brother who was all talk and no trousers. His inability to commit to action was such that Juno inherited the Hoslow legacy without resistance, granting him the freedom to shower his little brother with adoration. That took a different turn than I expected. Like, I expected him to just, you know, unalive his younger brother or something. But it's just like, oh, Juno inherited, and he's just like granting his freedom to shower his little brother in adoration. Is that code for he unalived him? Received an invitation to the Volcano Manor, he discreetly refused. I have already walked many a road drenched in blood, yet never would I consider myself a champion. That's... I keep carrying that around in case I ever get the urge to go back to Caelid for some godforsaken reason. But I've never had the urge to go back to Caelid. Alright. Plans. What kind of plans could I make? Could I get around? Oh hey, it tells you how much a rune is worth in the description. Alright, so now we have a bunch of extra stamina. We can't upgrade our weapons any more than we already have. Great runes. No rune would help us here. I guess Godric's would, but... I guess Morgoth's could also as well. I could go health stacking, but... no. Right, I wanted to check the Ashes of War. So let's see. Uppercut, sweep, Lion's Claw, kick, endure, ground slam, or cry. Won't help. Oh, Bloodhound Step might help, but... Royal Knight's Resolve. No. What's the difference between Determination and Royal Knight's Resolve? I don't get it. Missed, Warfrost Stomp. Essence Gambit. Rune Through, Barrage, Sky Shot. Bloodhound Step seems interesting. I mean... Hold on, does this tell me how much it doesn't? So let's compare Quick Step and Bloodhound Step. I like the prospect of Lion's Claw because I've seen it used. It's Artorias' flip. The problem is that it's really slow. Armament and step into a low stance that prevents recoil for most enemy attacks. Follow up with a strong attack from the upward strike. This had good posture damage back in Dark Souls 3 when used on bosses, but it is also really slow. Let's play around with it. Oh, I can't play around with it here. Classic problem. So let's go buy our set of bones and then move on and just experiment a little bit with the Ashes of War. We've been using, what is it, Berserker's Cry, Beast Roar for so long because it really is just passive damage. But we are rapidly approaching the point where that's no longer really feasible. At least I don't think it is. That, or I just haven't been DPSing hard enough, and it's a little weird to say that. So we go back to the Church of the Eclipse, and we're going to experiment with Ashes of War to see if we can work around this. Light of Grace. Ashes of War. So we're just going to do it on the hammer. We want heavy, because heavy does have extra posture damage to it, or stamina damage, or whatever it's called. That is very slow. I just got here and I died to what I'm going to call nonsense. I must have been on the very edge of his, the radius for his ice attack. I like Stamp Uppercut, but it really is just too slow. Also, that is an aggressive recoil. And again, it's just... It's more work than doing the two-handed slam twice. You know? Snap uppercut, fun, but I guess it's better if I were fighting an enemy with a shield or something. That is very cheap. This is much more expensive. But I'm guessing it goes farther and I disappear for a second. Yeah. So in theory, what Bloodhound Step and what Quick Step provide is a more aggressive dodge. What that does, what that means for me, is that I would be able to more safely engage with enemies. Go ahead and reset this. Oi! Alright, I'm gonna need you to do your shield charge thing so I can show this off. If I don't get put into hit stun and become animation locked, that is. Alright, we have... I don't like the prospect of using Quick Step or Bloodhound Step, but it seems like it'd be very effective. Those guys give 2,000 runes apiece. That might be... This might be a weird place to farm. No. So, where's the enemies that are just gonna poof into existence? Let's not and say we didn't. We'll get back to it, eventually. We can probably send that elevator down and use that as a shortcut up to the boss. Moving forward, that is. So instead of having to worry about running past all those other enemies, we can just... what is it? We can just hop down and grab the elevator. Do that now. Yeah, it should be entirely survivable, and we should now be able to just go up that ladder and then drop down here. Go ahead and put that to the test real quick. I don't want to know. I'm not going to find any happiness in the answer. If we lose these runes, we lose these runes. I don't care. We just have to remember to send the elevator back down to expedite the process, and we'll be able to just do this over and over again. We could probably even speed it up further if we just sprint past it instead of taking the ladder. Jump down below, and then go from there. Alright, Physic. Enter. We don't need a buff this time. I've never seen that move before, because normally I kill them before it's a problem. Alright, so... Note to self, when he's summoning in his boys, he gets insane posture, either defense or regen, and he can't be stumbled out of it. Okay. I can't just abuse him to remove his mechanics. I hate birds. I really hate birds. Alright, so the ladder is the smart way, solely because that bird exists. Astronauts, war heroes, who wants to make love to a giant bird? I couldn't get far enough away. There was very little I could do there. Alright, I have a strategy that, in heavy quotes, works. I just need to stick to it, and it's just really annoying because of how patient I need to play. Right, sorry, chat. Can you blame me for getting greedy, for getting impatient? It does not work. Trust me, I've tried. He has too much posture in order for Unga Bunga to actually work. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. Oh, that's very nice. I got hit through the dodge with the reverse hitbox. Also, I now see the defensive aura buff. Normally, I only ever see the offensive aura. Maybe try putting bleed on my weapon. I can't? That's not an option? That's not on the table? I don't have bleed infusion in any way, shape, or form? Alright, who's ready for the fun part? We need to play keep away until that dude is rebuffing his teammate. We then need to kill his teammate and immediately go in on him as hard as we can. That's very unfortunate for me. My attack had come out just a hair faster. It would have been fine, but nope. Right. We do it again. Actually, fuck it. Quick step is neat and all, but... yeah, I don't have bleed anywhere. You don't know which knife gives bleed? Which whetstone? I'd have to find it, and it's somewhere. It's probably in Caelid. Since you did a normal run? I feel like for Elden Ring, the normal run is magic runs. Anyone who doesn't run magic is an idiot. Because this is my first run ever of Elden Ring, and the more I play it, the more I feel like the game heavily favors sorcerers. Alright, now we play Keep Away for a hot second. You did magic run first, but it was a bit broken, and then at least... Dear Lock-On, dear Lock-On, I beg you, don't fuck me like this. I love the lock-on system. I love how consistently I can use it to hit enemies. I'm so glad they've improved it. Oh, instability damage. Fuck. You did magic run first, but it was a bit broken, and at least now they put it in good spot in your opinion, but still you can one-tap with boss with Comet Azura. You've checked to see where I can find the bleed whetstone. I don't necessarily need bleed. I can get by without it. And at the end of the day, I also don't really have the best applicators for bleed. Though I guess getting a double slam on an enemy, like, I saw poison application on the hammer, and it was like, on the brick hammer, and it was like 111 or something. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I hate to say it, but I strongly recommend you don't. Not because I wouldn't appreciate it, but because realistically, if I don't find something on my first run, that's kind of to be expected. Come on, Buff. That is devastating. Alright, so now I have to play Keep Away. Wait for the buff on the knight to wear off while playing and enough of a distance that I don't have to worry about his commander. I've done that like 4 or 5 times now, and that first swing never hits me. Shit. Can I get away with just ignoring this guy, or do I have to kill him every time? The problem I have with this dude is he's a teleporty bastard, and I have no idea how... You see what I mean? I'm on a completely different floor, and he still hits me. Is that a me problem? Does no one else have that issue, or is that intended? Oh boy, that enemy managed to hit me through the wall on a different floor. I mean, I could also make this a lot easier on myself if I just summoned the wolves, but... I hate how long it takes for this. All because I need to really efficiently time out the jump attacks. Because if I don't, I die. Okay, I guess he gets extra posture whenever he's transforming. Can you do your leap attack again? That one's easy to get away from. There's a way without fighting to this shortcut. Well, I mean... I mean, the two ways I've seen to get through this area is turn left, go through the cathedral, run past all the phantom enemies, or run past this dude, climb the ladder, and then drop down for the elevator. Unless the other Lost Grace is closer, or there's a different Lost Grace that I just don't know about. There's a different path from a different point. I imagine it's from down below, then. There's probably a Site of Grace or Lost Grace somewhere in, like, this-ish area, then. Alright, I need to get away from him instantly, otherwise he's gonna hit me. He still hit me! Oh, that is some bullshit. I hate that if you interrupt his animation whenever he's doing the swirl thing, if you stagger him before he finishes it and starts doing it, he will whenever he gets up, he will instantly do it. You will no longer have to charge it, and it will just come out. And it's just, I hate it. It also has massive range, which is super annoying. I also don't know if you can dodge it. I don't know if I managed to dodge the first hitbox, so I thought I was out of range. And only the second one hit me, or... No, he also moved. Well, sometimes he moves when he does it. Dodge it while jumping. I would not put money on that. Only because this is Elden Ring and not Sekiro. Granted, when I played Sekiro, there were perilous attacks you were supposed to jump over. Which I couldn't jump over. Oh, that was a mistake. Well. I guess we're doing this hard mode. I hate the AoE range on that attack. It is so dumb. It can hit you from so far away. God damn it. I know you can dodge it, but... Every move is a roll catch. Yeah, that's just generally how it goes. I throw myself at a boss for I don't know how long, and then I eventually just click with the pattern. I forgot to send this down. That's... I get what you're saying, but... Here are the stats. Yes, I know, I've been told the hard cap for strength and for those kind of stats is 80. But the plan is to get it to 99. Why? Because. I am? I'm level 110. Like, the only other place I could physically go is Caelid, and nothing could convince me to go to Caelid. Getting your bun handed to you on level 150. The farther into Elden Ring I get, the more I come to the conclusion that enemies have low flat damage, but high percentage damage. Like, whenever they hit you, they don't do just, like, a set number. It's a percentage of your health, and then a flat number. When you're in lower level areas, the flat number is higher, but the percentage is lower. Whenever you get to high level areas, the percentage is higher, but the flat number is lower. At least that's the conclusion I've come to, considering I keep surviving hits that I really shouldn't. I have 25 vigor, 5 of which is coming from the source seal of all things. I am made out of paper mache. I shouldn't be surviving shit. And yet, here I am, occasionally surviving hits. I mean, yeah, it is. The increased damage I'm taking is very noticeable, but... Come on, buff him. No, you want to. Alright, he's gonna get up from this, and I need to move. I need to stop doing that. I really need to stop doing that, thinking I can survive it some way, somehow. Because the reality of it is, I can't. You think this boss is the easiest one in the whole place? I mean... Probably. I mean, that's generally how it goes. You're supposed to be a I have questions. I'm not gonna get answers, but... I guess as a reference to you, new viewer, this is a map completion so far. I've already been through a lot of Caelid. I haven't killed Radahn yet because I don't want to. I've already done Mount Gelmir. I've done this place. I've fought Rennala, the Grafted, Rykard, and Morgott. And now I've just wandered my way north. It would help. I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere near Caelid, because I've already been there, and every time I go back, everything is just as unkillable as it was 100 levels ago. I did kill the Deathbird that was in here, and I also did kill the twin boss that was here, but it's not saying much. I also killed the pumpkin heads that were in one of the ruins somewhere. I mean, I know it progresses Ronnie's quest line, but... I mean, at this point, I have such animosity towards everything, everywhere in this game that I want it to burn. I'm not going for Ronnie's ending, if I can help it. Like, maybe eventually, but... I'm here for the scouring. It's kind of why I'm still having trouble deciding whether or not I want to do the Chaos ending. The Frenzied Flame. Because apparently Frenzied Flame will kill everybody, and the more I play this game, the more okay with that I am. I mean, I'll also say the, apparently, from what was it, Celevish said, Dawn is stopping the stars from moving or some such nonsense. And if he's responsible for keeping any more fallen star beasts from entering this plane of existence, I'm happy with it. Because the fallen star beasts have been the worst and glitchiest experience of my playthrough so far. Second worst. The outright worst is the, what is it? ulcerated tree spirits. Those are horrible. Like, out of every enemy in this game I've fought so far, out of every boss, I hate the ulcerated tree spirits the most. What? No, you don't have that much poise. You can't do that. You had a bit of a Freudian slip there, eh? The dog enemies suck so bad. I mean, they could be a lot worse, but... Like, the only complaint I have is wolves. Wolves are well-established creatures in the real world. They bite things. They claw at things. I don't think they shoulder check their prey. That seems like a really inefficient way to hunt prey. So why do the wolves of Elden Ring have a shoulder check? Yeah, that... I don't think it was that they did really high damage. It's just that they hit every single game tick. I think, what was it? Either Vati or Limit Breakers or whatever did like a video on it. He talked about how, like, for whatever reason, the dogs, like, attack. Either the dogs, like, bite hitbox or whatever did its leap attack. Specifically, its leap attack wouldn't register properly or something, and it would just hit super fast. Sleep could help here too. I want to point out, I've gotten all the way into this game so far, and outside of, like, crafting food, I haven't crafted any, like, tools. Like, I think I made some bone shivs once. I don't think I've made any of the ritual pot stuff. Yeah. Oh, no, I've made the Roa raisins and the frozen raisins and rainbow stones. And cotton. I haven't made any greases. These greases are just the ones I've picked up. I think I haven't made any greases. I don't remember. I think I used an explosive stone once. But yeah, the jars and pots, I haven't made or used any of them yet. Maybe I could throw shit at them. It would make me feel better at the very least. You're bad and you're designed poorly. Right. Right, so, like, the two ways I see around playing this game, which is, I strongly don't recommend anyone ever do what I'm doing here, and going purest of pure strength, because you will not find happiness, the game will not like you, and you won't like it. Oh, that was him going into phase 2. That didn't hit me? Man, I don't understand this game. Wait till you get to one area, it makes every build suffer. I mean, I'd say Caelid, but Caelid isn't nearly as... Like, the enemies there are big, slow, and, like... It wouldn't be too much of an issue if you were just running magic and poking things at a distance. Oh, Limgrave. So it's ahead, and I haven't encountered it yet. Also, hey Brock, thank you for the Emperor. Sorry, I had an itch on my face and I needed to tend to it. Heresy grows from idleness? Well, I wasn't idle. I was in game, but not in person. Idleness is a matter of perspective. Just ask your middle manager. Sure, they might not do anything in their office, or anywhere else for that matter, but they assure you they are not in fact idle. In fact, according to them, they're the reason the company stays afloat. Alright. I don't know when I picked that up. What changes could I make? This affects my damage, and I'm keeping it specifically because of that. Those won't help. I could... But I lose 5 strength. But it would give me a bunch of my defenses back. I lose 5 vigor, 5 endurance, 5 strength, 5 dex. Keep it. Look, I'm a simple man. The Claw Talisman is where more of my damage is coming from. I'm holding on to the Twin Blade Talisman, expecting, like, put use into it at some point, but it's never going to happen. I mean, I stand by the statement of, this could all be easily... I could get around all of this so easily if I just summoned the wolves. In response to that, where do I put it? What do I replace? I've got damage, 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 and damage. I love the lock-on in this game. It's so effective. I'm so glad the system was worked on for so long. It's only incredibly frustrating. Alright. Can you please do an attack? Please. Or mage with Omid Azura. Yeah, a lot of this game could be solved if I just swapped build to magic. At one point you were helping people with that spell, but then diced it's powerful. Decided it's too powerful. I mean, yeah, that's fair. You don't exactly want to ruin the experience for other people whenever you're doing co-op.
Ah, there we go. Veteran's prosthesis. Is that a weapon? It is. But did we just take an old man's leg prosthesis and are we using it as a weapon? It's quite alright. Alright, we did it. I think we get a level out of this. You won't mix Polish with English. I mean, if I spoke Polish, I'd be incredibly happy to hear it. Unfortunately, I do not in fact speak Polish. That'd be a sign of you being really sleep deprived. Well, I'm not one to turn away viewers, but hey, your health and well-being comes first. Perhaps it's time you got some sleep. I mean, what would make you happier? Watching my gameplay or the warm embrace of your bed? Oh, the camera's too closed in. I couldn't see if there was something underneath this. Oh, well. I see. You are a burner of the midnight oil. Alright, Ghost, what do you have to say? Lord Mikola, forgive me. The sun has not been swallowed, our prayers were lacking. Your comrade remains soulless. I will never set my eyes upon it now. Your divine Halig tree. Oh, hey. Well, that's what I came here for. I don't know why, but... Well, there's the other half of the Halig tree medallion. Now, how do we use the medallion? Yep, that's death. Let's not and say we didn't. I am now officially stuck. Oh, I'm very stupid. On the grand elevator? Which grand elevator? The Dectus elevator, or is there a different elevator? The Grand Lift of Dectus. Snowy one, you don't remember the name. Well, don't feel bad, neither do the devs, considering it's just the Forbidden Lands. It's the Forbidden Zone with Dr. Mobius. Let's be honest, this entire area could be vastly improved by one Dr. Mobius. How much health do you have, dog? I'm just gonna roll back across this bridge where I belong. Good heavens. He missed. He clearly missed, and it still killed me. I am an exceptionally bitter person. And it's that kind of stuff that makes me hate this game. He has a long stick. He swung it vertically. Alright, we lost nothing of value. We did spend our runes on a level. You know, realistically, I could level up probably 2, maybe 3 times if I burned all of my big runes, but... I hate when enemies don't have enough poise to sustain a hit, and then magically they do have enough. And I am referring to poise this time around, their ability to take hit and maintain their animations. Because it's like, oh, he doesn't have enough poise for this, and then he enters the first frame of an animation that gives him enough hyper armor to sustain the hit, and it's just like, well, guess I'll die. It's a repeated issue. There's a lot of enemies where it's just like, alright, there's nothing they can do here. This can't work. Dude. You can cheese the boss without getting into the boss room. Neat. I mean, that information won't help me, and even if I did know about it, I wouldn't do it. You know, you talked about, Elden Ring at launch, or at release. And I gotta say, playing Elden Ring now, I'm frequently taken back to the time I played Dark Souls 2 at launch. It's not exactly the same. Enemies have animations, and it's clearly intentional. But, my god, sometimes the hitboxes on enemy attacks are just that bad. And their ability to track you 360 degrees is just awful. Also, for reasons I just don't understand, they decided to give certain enemies, actually a fair number of enemies, animation cancels whenever they do things. They can cancel out of their recovery, and they will just jitter back into an attack position. It's just... ugh. I turned the corner into a ballista. Oh yeah, I need to go back to the crazy snake woman and see if she, dangly parts. I need to go back to the crazy snake lady, because I killed Juno up here, and I don't know if she can still give me a reward for completing an assassination, or if that's now off the table because Rykard's dead. Stop howling. I'm not real. I'm not here. You don't see anything. Buenas tardes. God damn it. I deserve that. I was hoping to sneak past, but he got his attack out faster than I could jump. You know, I guess now is a good time to test that out. So, I've carried this bow for a long time, and I started carrying the arrow things. thing for the effective range of bows and the thing for effective, like, damage. And I'm really curious to see how effective it is. That is quite noticeable. He teleported. If I use better arrows, I'll do even more damage. Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, I'm playing under bizarre restrictions. Known as, I'm an idiot. And if I'm going to use something, I have to make a justification for it. Like, all of the armor I'm wearing is something that I guess is simple enough that a caveman could wear it. The mask, I was skeptical about the mask, but it says it's been carved. At least I think it did. Is carved in the image of the evil spirits. So, it looks like it's made out of copper, but I'm guessing it's just moldy tree. The hammer is literally just a brick on a stick. The other weapon I use is that. Bows have existed for thousands of years. The advent of fire, and my shield is a turtle shell. Like, the arbitrary restriction is I can't use anything made of past the advent of, like, iron. Do you mind? Oi. Oi. My caveman thighs are too vast. Too thick. There's a bigger hammer, but you've never found it. The troll hammer or the great club? Because I found both of those, and I can't justify using them. Also, did I walk over here and then it just spawned not only an enemy in front of me, but an enemy, like, off to the side? It does. Cheeky fucker. Oh, the giant crusher. A lot of the game hasn't been spoiled for me, but I did look up a few things that I thought would be important, such as what weapons there are. Mostly to see if this run was even viable. Alright, game, I see how you're playing, I see how you're doing it. No. I thought I'd be able to do Archer Duel with that guy. Nope. You can make any build work, some are just hard. I mean, yeah, people are doing Rune level 1 stuff and Deathless, but just because you can doesn't mean, like, a sane person would. Oh, what's his name? Whenever I tweet about when I go live, and because I have been tweeting about Elden Ring, Twitter is recommending me the hashtag Elden Ring tag, and there's someone doing Elden Ring Deathless on a DDR pad. Like, I'm a simple man. I just want to get through this game, like, once normally. And then I probably won't even do an NG+. What is with this AI? The intelligence is definitely artificial. I don't think you're crazy because you're playing Souls games with keyboard and mouse. I'm playing with a controller, just... Look, it's a lot easier to get a OBS UI element that's just... like, a controller. And it's incredibly easy to understand if it's just a controller. Trying to have keyboard, mouse, and proper inputs for all of that is way more painful. Also, I'm really starting to feel the stat bloat on enemies. Normal enemies with near 2,000 health. Painful. Horrible. I'm not going against the ballista again. I'm going to check what's down this ladder. Why are there slugs? Why? For you, the controller is more painful, can't play on it. I mean, if there's less, like, input delay, if there's less bizarre input lag jank that happens with keyboard and mouse, I would be genuinely tempted to use it. But, like, the biggest complaint I have about Elden Ring is a similar complaint I have about Sekiro. Where Sekiro had very noticeable input lag. So it throws off every single bit of your timing. Every parry, every attack, every prosthesis use is notably wrong. Is it a waste of FP? Yes. Do I care? Ooh. There's always a second one. I get that the bolts are explosive, but damn, that's got some blast radius on it. God damn it, Turi. There's my alarm for ending the stream. Really, game? You know what? I'll take this as an absolute win. Also, how do you say your name? Give me a pronunciation. I want to say it right. I could always abbreviate it to Tiku. Misty. Misty, thank you so much for the follow. I'd joke about some Twitch group, but I'm not even affiliate yet, so things like that are not on the table. There's a Discord you can join. We do Left 4 Dead 2 on Fridays, if anybody wants to do Left 4 Dead 2 on Fridays. There is a YouTube where you can watch these VODs. You can check out the earlier parts of my stream, and I think there's the VOD called, oh, what is it? On the Precipice was where I was having a really bad time of it, and I was incredibly, like, upset. So if you're into rage content, that one's for you. Been a while since you played Left 4 Dead 2. Well, it is Community Day, so I do Left 4 Dead 2 with members of the community on Fridays. So yeah, if you're interested in Left 4 Dead 2, feel free to join me for that. If not, well, no hard feelings. There's more of this place to explore. I'm gonna go back to Castle Soul Rooftop, and then I'm going to go ahead and close out of the game and end the stream there. Alright, so realistically, this stream we managed to move not very far. We started the stream roughly at the Giant's Mountaintops Catacombs, and we moved basically to the castle across the bridge. Progress is slow, but it exists. Was there anything else? We started today's stream down in the Forsaken Depths, debating whether or not to take on the Frenzied Flame, and I don't want to do that, because out of all the NPCs, I don't actually hate Melina, but I'm getting close. Go after Radon, he'll unlock some nice bosses. I feel like you're lying to me in the way that only chat could lie to their streamer, you know? It's an endearing kind of way. No, you are not. Alright. Maybe tomorrow we'll go after Radon. Now, whether or not I summoned for Radon, because I know about Radon Festival, the entire fight hasn't been spoiled, but I know about the whole large amount of summoning and Patches being a coward. Which will never not be funny. Who's already over there? Like, before I close out the stream, who's already over there? Blythe is over there. Alexander is over there, or at least he said he was heading that way. Patches might have headed over there, since we already did Mount Gelmir, or Patches is lurking about maybe somewhere in, Caelid. Finger Maiden. Nope, don't remember. Alright, yeah. But I don't know. Radon's gonna be weird. That old guy who speaks about festival. If you're talking about Jura, Jura's already dead. Bernal is dead too, now that I think about it. Yeah, Jura became Shabriri, and I had to remove. Yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. I'm Ratman Horatio. That was some Elden Ring. The one in clown pants. Oh, no idea. I can't recall. I'm sure if you can remember the name or whatever, it'll come up. Jester. No, nothing comes to mind. I apologize. I must not have run into them yet. Right. Thank you all for stopping by. There is a Discord where you can hang out with the community. It's there. It's free. You can play Left 4 Dead 2 with us if you join and you respond on Fridays. There's a Twitter where you can get live alerts. I sometimes post memes there, though it's been a hot minute since I last did that. There is a YouTube where you can watch VODs, and there's a Twitch where you can watch live. Once again, thank you all so much. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.